Hello, welcome to Escape the Box Piano. It's Dan here. In this tutorial we are going to look at the piano parts to Lukas Graham's Lullaby. In fact, past the introduction, the song's pretty heavily orchestrated, so really this is kind of going to be a guide to an interpretation of what you could play as the piano part throughout. So first of all, let's have a listen to a full playthrough of an interpretation of what this piano part could be. Song's at 70 beats per minute. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Clearly a lot of repetition here. However, let's go straight in and look at the introduction, and from there we can kind of look at how we can make economies throughout the rest of the piece. So we'll take a look at the right hand first, and we're going to go from middle C up to F, and your first three notes in the right hand are F, B flat and D. You simply play that sequence of notes 4 times. And then the next sequence is F, A, D, so you had to move very little there. The next sequence is G, C, E flat. You play that 3 times, and then G, D and B flat. Then D, G, B flats down here 3 times. and then C, F, and C. And then it pretty much repeats again. So back to your F, B flat and D, round 4 times. F, A, D, 4 times. G, C, E flat, 3 times. G, D, B flat. And then D, G, B flat twice. And then C, F and A twice. Next measure, back up to the G, C and E flat 3 times. And then G, D, B flat. And then a final measure of this introductory part, C, A, C. And then C, C, A, F. In the left hand, single notes, below middle C, B flat, and just hold that down for a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to hold down A for a measure. 2, 3, 4. Third bar, there's nothing in the bass, there's just the right hand, so an empty measure of nothing. Then the fourth measure, G, hold that down for 3. 1, 2, 3, back up to the A, and then next measure, B flat for 3. 1, 2, 3, down to the G. A for a measure. 2, 3, 4. G. G for half a measure. 1, 2, and then F. 3, 4. Hold down a chord of C and G for a measure. 2, 3, 4. And then to finish the final measure, move down to F and C. Hold that down for a measure. 2, 3, 4. Take it nice and slow, and hands together, it looks like this. You had 10 measures in total there, an 8 measure sequence followed by the 2 measures of. The next 16 measures of the piece, or the next 18, so the first 16 are the same as the first 8 repeated twice, and then with that, those 2 measures at the end. At this point in the piece, I take the bass down an octave, so from middle C down to C here, and then, again, just single notes at this point, but taking the bass down here. So if I play through that, 16, 18 measures. in measure 8 now, down to the F, C, F, A, and then there's kind of a little pause just for one beat, and then we're into the next 8. This is measure 16 and then down to the F. Okay, so the last couple of measures of the section. Okay, the next 8 bars are pretty much a straightforward repeat, and then we get to a simple bridge section. So all I do in this section is thicken up the bass slightly. So again, middle C, down 1 octave, and the B flat, but now play thumb and 5 on the octave below, and you're going to do that with all the bass notes, the B flat, the D, the C, and the G, and the F. Okay, so here's the section. And you're going to keep those 3 notes in the right hand, but just for one beat at the end of that 4th measure, go down to F. So you've kind of got a chord of G minor in the right hand with an F in the bass. Okay, the next 4. Again, okay, final measure, the 8th measure, G minor, straightforward G minor for 2 beats. And then the G minor with the F in the bass. And now we're into the bridge. Okay, the bridge section is effectively E flat major, and then G minor, F major, C minor, F major, the 4th, and then resolving down to straightforward F major. So that's an F major suspended 4th. I like to play the right hand as broken chords. Let's take a look at that. So how do we do that? G, E flat and B flat, effectively in sequence. And that again. And then B flat, G and D. A, F, C. G, E flat, C. Same again. B flat, F, C. And then just a straightforward chord of C, F and A for 2 beats. And then you hold it down for a further 2 beats. So there's like an extra measure where the time signature is 2/4. 3, 4, 1, 2. And then we're into the next section. Bass notes in this section. Middle C, go down to E, E flat, and the octave. 2, 3, 4. G, F, C. And then just hold down F, effectively for 6 beats. 2, 3, 4, and then your extra 2. And then we're into the next section. Hands together. Onwards to the next 8-bar section. It's the final before the outro. Another G minor with an F in the bass there. Okay, the outro of the piece, I like to just shift into the treble. It's effectively the 4 bars of the introduction with an ending tacked on, but an octave higher up. So B flat here in the left hand, here's middle C, B flat, A, G, and your F, B flat and D up here in the right hand. That 3 times, and then just bring everything right down. So here's middle C, and we're going to play F in the left hand below it, and then A, B flat and F in the right hand, and then D and B flat, and just hold that to fade. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please do leave a like, leave some comments, let me know what you'd like to see transcribed next. Subscribe to the channel for more great tutorials, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.